Right, well, this weekend I'm going to be doing a workshop, and one of the things that I'm going to be doing is quill cutting. And for that, I need quills that have been prepared to do the cutting. Up until that time, they're just feathers. Now, you see here, this is a feather that I haven't prepared for tempering, which is what what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be tempering the feathers which means to change them. I'm going to harden the shafts in hot sand. Okay, so when you get a feather, it's actually got a closed end. The whole thing closes off during the molt. The blood supply doesn't go to the end of the wing, closes off, and the feather drops out and a new feather grows. But they're still very pliable, so you can't really cut them to right. You need to harden the shaft. So here we have feathers that have been soaking in water. I have cut the ends off. Here's one I prepared earlier. See, the end is now thing. So you can see there's a barrel. I put them in water for a while, not for very long. I normally put them in the water just before I put the sand in the oven. And they just really protect the feather from becoming really burnt and very crispy. And I did do that with one batch once. I'd had the feathers for quite a few months, and they do harden on their own if you leave them. But if you want them quicker than that, you've got to temper them. What you see in front of you are feathers from two of my friends. The ones that are dark, I get them from the friend in the Orkneys. He does wild shoots of geese going overhead. So these are wild geese feathers, probably Canadian geese, I should think, from the colour. And the ones that you can see in the front, I've actually got other feathers from this from Graham. He's a falconer. The feathers that are best for quills, obviously, are wing feathers. You want the primaries, and you want them where there is a large, see how far that one now, I can recut that right up until that point. Once it gets to there, it's actually solid in your cartridge, and you can't, once it gets to the cartilage, you cannot use it, okay? It's just, well, it's not a hollow tube anymore, it's solid. Right, so when you have feathers that are closer to the body, then the shorter this bit is. So you can always tell if it's actually a primary because of this huge long gap of before the barbs start. All right, now I haven't prepared them in any other way to do this bit. I do this bit first, and then I do the stripping of the barbs and the cutting second, okay? So I'm going to show you actually, let me show you this one. Eagle owl is absolutely beautiful, but can you see how, I'm not showing it in a good place, how feathered, how feathered the ends are. They're all just very, very raggedy. That allows the bird actually to fly silently because the air will go through the ends of the feather, rather than one of these feathers where the edges are quite sharply defined. Okay, so what you do now is you get them. I've just taken this out of the oven. This is silver sand. Now that's sand that hasn't got any salt in it. If there's salt in it, it will actually burn you. It doesn't work with the feathers, okay? So silver sand, which you can buy very cheaply at a builder's merchant or wherever you can go online for it. It's a very, very fine, oh, that's hot. It's a very, very fine sand. As you can see, it's not silver at all. It's just sand-coloured sand. But you can reuse it. I've had this particular batch of sand probably for about 15 years. So you can keep on reusing it. You lose a little bit, but not a lot. Now, that's just come out of the oven. It's been in for 15 minutes at about 190, 200 degrees. And I should be able to put my finger on it, but not leave it there. It's too hot to do that. And that's perfect. What I should have done is put the thermometer through it, but I didn't think to do that, and it's already been cooling because I've been talking. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the feathers And we're going to plunge them with the shaft until its shaft's buried in the hot sand. And I'm going to do that with them all. And I will leave them in the hot sand for about five minutes. I can always put them back, and I can actually, put them in this side as well. All right. So after about 5 minutes, you take them out and they'll look like this, which is really kind of all the wet sand stuck to the shafts. I will dry them all off, and then we'll get to stage 2. Okay. But that's the first bit that you have to do if you want to cut quills. Good. Bye-bye.